Hello, so let's talk about what is meant by abiding in the Tao or abiding in the flow of Tao. If you look at your life, there are many things that are beyond your control, and there are things also within your control. But predominantly, life has more things that are beyond your control than those within your control. Example of things beyond your control, we have your parents. You did not will who your parents will be. Also, your physical appearance. You can't choose your physical appearance. Where to be born, you can't also choose. And also, who your parents are, you cannot choose also. What else? People's thoughts, people's opinions, people's emotions. You have no control over those things. Their views, their wealth, their fortune also you cannot control. So basically, you only have very minimal control over your life. And as you can see, without your will, things just happen in your life. Events just happen in your life. And so these events are actually governed by principles or causes. And these are conditions that are happening due to some causes. And these things, when you abide by these things, by these events, especially when events are hurtful, meaning if events in your life tend to hurt you, you have the tendency to go against it, to avoid it, or to avoid unpleasant experience, to resist unpleasant experience, or to fight against unpleasant experience in order to change it into a better version, or you tend to shut down. No, these are human tendencies. Pain is hard for people. Unpleasant sensation is hard for people. That's why we have the tendency to avoid pain, to resist pain, to fight against pain, or to protect ourselves from pain. On the other hand, pleasure, humans have the tendency to pursue pleasure, to maintain current pleasure, or to amplify current pleasure, or to maintain current pleasure. So as you can see, pleasure is something pleasant for human beings. It feels good, no? Pleasure is actually feels good when you have a pleasurable experience. So people have that tendency, which is one is aversion towards pain or unpleasant experience, and craving of pleasant or pleasurable experience. And because of those two, we fail to abide by the events in our life. If events in our lives are hurtful, we tend to avoid pain. And if events in our lives are pleasurable or pleasant, we tend to maintain it. We as much as possible try to maintain it, that pleasant experience. But in the process of doing so, we no longer abide by the events in our lives, because no matter how you avoid pain, you cannot, because these are beyond your control. No matter how you maintain pleasure, pleasure is bound to flow away. So meaning to say, to fly away. So meaning to say, it comes and it goes. Everything comes and it goes. So when you tend to avoid pain or to maintain pleasure, you are benefiting yourselves. And in the process of benefiting yourself, you're also trying to resist the flow of events in your life. So abiding in the flow of Tao means abiding in the flow of events in your lives, regardless whether it is hurtful or pleasurable, pleasant or unpleasant, painful or pleasurable. So this is the meaning of this teaching. So you accept pain, you let go of pain, you forgive people who hurt you, just go through the process or the experience, and when pleasure comes, you enjoy it, but you do not cling to it, you do not try as much as possible to maintain it or amplify it. But when it comes, you accept it. When it goes, you let go of it. So this is what is meant by abiding in the flow of Tao.